Have you seen us boil a sterling silver ring in the microwave to remove the pearl? That's kind of a violent process. So we're doing something just a bit different today. And I've set up this cute little spa day in order to remove the pearl from this mount. I'm not sure what happened with that fluffy packing material, but it wanted to, grow wings and fly. This particular ring was a customer ring, and one of the cubic zirconia accent stones had mysteriously disappeared. That's always a possibility when you wear your jewelry pretty frequently and you have a lot of accent stones around that halo. So the customer asked if we could repair it. We did not have any spare stones in that size, unfortunately. So in order to repair it, we had to replace the entire ring mount. As I mentioned earlier, the easiest way to do this is to boil it in the microwave, but I wanted to try something a little less violent. Unfortunately, that didn't work, so we still had to put it in the microwave. Even after letting it sit for a little while, the pearl and the mount was still very, very hot. Once it's out of the water, it cools down fairly quickly. So what you'll see me doing here with a pair of silicone pliers is putting pressure on the bottom of the pearl to try to get it to come loose from the peg inside. Biggest thing we want to avoid here is to shear off the peg inside the pearl. It's not a huge problem, but it does require that we re-drill the hole and drill out that sterling silver peg in the process. So we want to avoid shearing that peg off if at all possible. After that final push, I was able to successfully free the pearl from the mount. Now, we have to remove any excess glue to ensure a nice tight bond on the new mount. I've scraped off any excess with my fingernails that I could find, and now I'm going to polish the pearl with our Haggerty Diamond and Gem Care cloth to get any extra residue off. I then dry fit the pearl onto the new mount to make sure there's not any excess glue inside the hole that needs to be drilled out. And as you can see, in this case, it went on perfectly, so no drilling was required. We then repeat the process that we did for the initial mount, which is to put a little drop of glue onto the peg on the mount, and then put a little drop of glue inside the hole on the pearl. This again ensures a nice tight bond. I really have to emphasize that pearl rings need that tight bond. If you've ever seen any of our past jewelry making videos, you'll know that just putting a drop of glue on the mount and the pearl doesn't give us that nice tight bond. We also need to put it in our nifty clothespin clamps to cure for 24 hours before shipping back to the customer. So this is curing, and it will be shipping out tomorrow.